And we're back in the world of the Paradox Mega Campaign 2023, where our Roman adventure has led us to the Victorian era, which I don't think it's really going to be the Victorian era now. I don't know whose era it is. I guess whoever was great power was just the damn Byzantines. But yes, if you're new to Grand Campaigns and you've somehow ended up on this video halfway through a Grand Campaign, it's essentially a series where I go from CK3 into EU4 into Vic2 where you are now, and then ending off in Hearts of Iron 4, all on the exact same save game with the same nation. And we started off as the last Roman in the Greek Byzantine Empire, and we've reformed our Roman Empire over in Central Europe, Germany, and well, a few other little places here and there. And there are a few other nations around us with a lot of power. One that has recently sprung up being the Byzantine Empire, but we'll again deal with them later. We've also recently made an enemy with the French, who used to be our ally. The British Empire we've been fighting with since the start. Scandinavia we're actually very good friends with, and Chagatai, well, we were just trying to ignore them and hope they'd go away, and they have gone away, actually, by taking more of Asia. Oh yeah, there's also the Italians down there too, but they haven't been much of a bother. In fact, they've been quite friendly to me as well, so well done, Italy. Give yourself a pat on the shoe. Oh, someone took your boot. Sorry about that. And then over in the New World, I'm just very glad I didn't do any colonizing this game, because this is just all over the damn place. Oh, I guess technically I did do a bit of colonizing, but not through me. I actually have the Dutch as a puppet, so they did a bit of colonizing, and in turn I guess I got a bit of land from that. Hey, but before we get into anything and carry on our Roman journey, let's just say I have a quick little thank you to all the mod developers. Once again, you can get the links down below for all the converters to do your very own Grand Campaign. Oh, and also, Timmy, look at this limited edition poster right now on your screen of all of your favorite characters from Grand Campaigns past, available for you to order right now to stick on your wall and have to explain to family who that French guy is. But anyway, get that link down below. Thank you, supporting channel very much. Ends January. Let's get straight into this, shall we? So a handy and cool thing that I'm pretty sure I would have mentioned the last time I've done this, but with the converter now from EU4 to Vic, you can actually go ahead and convert it into a HPM, which is a very popular mod for Vic 2 if you don't know what that is, and it essentially just adds a whole bunch of flavor and quality of life stuff that makes playing Vicky 2 just a whole lot better. Okay, so looking at our nation right now, we're doing pretty good. Our core populations are some weird German, I don't know what that says. I'm assuming some sort of Latin, German Latin, so we're German Romans, I guess. And then we also have South German and North German as accepted cultures, but we have a lot of cultures. Yeah, there is a lot in here. So South German, North German are the big ones, obviously, and then Polish, which is not a core population, and then whatever this thing is, I'm just going to call it Latin or Roman, which is 12%. And then we've got the Czecho-Romans, obviously, they came about. We've got a few more other weird small ones that don't really matter too much, but we do have a lot of population to work with and get in those factories. Okay, so the Italians are immediately going to war with the Greeks, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get myself involved in that, mostly because I feel like I don't like it. There wasn't much to show there. In fact, we have quite the experience destroying Greeks, so yeah, they didn't last too long. All I got off them was war reparations, though, and they've already rebranded from the Byzantine to the Greek Empire, which is more fitting, as Rome is safe over here. Oh my god. Okay, I think Italy's just gonna keep calling me into stuff, aren't they? Okay, yeah, so the problem is they want to get Tunisia back off them, but I am not really willing to go help you with that too much. Do I have a navy? Did we ever get one of those? Oh yeah, I do. It's also conveniently right here. You know what, little Timmy? It didn't even matter about the navy because they had the French on their side, which means the legions are once again marching into Gaul. Yeah, this all started off very action-packed. My god, did I just get stabbed in the back by Scandinavia? What the hell for? Oh, they want Schleswig. Ugh, I'm gonna have to go beat them up too. Where's that navy? Just go over there. Oh, in fact, the navy ain't even gonna make it over there. Someone's just dying. Just go chill in Rome, I guess. You know what? I can't do it too from war right now, and I do not want to mobilize this early into the game, so I'm just gonna give them Schleswig, okay? I don't even care. I will be back for it if I want it later. I just want to mostly focus on the French right now. See, because the big problem is, obviously, we've started pretty close from EU4, and there aren't exactly a lot of factories in the world to build all the goods we need to build an army. Yeah, so trying to get things like artillery, where the supply is 20 right now, and the demand is 92. I'm assuming because a lot more people are also building them, and I'm actually one of the few people actually here producing them too. Yeah, we're a little low on the war supplies. So once again, I was not ready to exactly be thrown right on into this. Oh no, I think I'm actually just gonna have to say no to you here. Who are you allied with? Okay, they're gonna call the Greeks in? I don't think they can. I'm going to war with Croatia too. Oh wait, Croatia's immediately white-pieced out. I guess, did I have a truce left over with them from... We must have had a truce left over with them from EU4 or something. Okay, we finally got the French down to a white piece, which is fine with me. Again, can I just have a little bit of peace to put all these factories down where I need them? Well, this is unexpected. I mean, we've been fighting all the past game and even before then, so... Sure, why not? Yeah, the Industrial Revolution never really took hold in EU4, so we're a little bit delayed on what's being built, and as you can see, not a lot is being built, as we have a hell of a lot of things we're missing, mostly machine parts right now, which, because there aren't really any on the market. Oh yeah, okay, the supply is 6, the demand is 3,445. So yeah, because there's no real factories building them either yet, we do have to wait for our artisans to build them, which is a pop in the game that does produce them, so you can never run out of machine tools. It's just very slow. Boys, we've done the unthinkable. We may or may not be looking over to Asia for a bit of Roman expansion. Yeah, Europe's in a bit of a chaotic place right now. There's nowhere for us to really expand to without more and more wars. So, I think Asia's gonna be our best bet. Polish revolt. Oh, I had no idea there was so many of you. Let's very quickly deal with this, shall we? Oh yeah, I guess we're carrying on the tradition of the AI just pondering and making their way down to Rome and sieging that down as well. How'd you even get here? Yeah, that got pretty dicey there because the French actually joined in on their side along with the Greeks, but because I just occupied all of them, I just annexed them outright, so it was not too much of a bother, bar the fact I did have to mobilize there, and it's making me realize I need to fix this army situation quickly, because I put off I've put off all army tech and building and rushed all of the education tech just so we can get our literacy up, as it is absolutely terrible. Okay, now that's cursed. The Americans have gone into this war, and obviously because they're an absolute monarchy empire thing, they're actually up against the Imperial Confederacy. The French declared war on me again, and if you can't tell, it didn't go too well for them. So if you can't tell, I think Scandinavia may have a glitched event that has given them just a little bit more prestige than intended. Quick reload, and that has sorted it. I gave them the benefit of the doubt on the 500 prestige, but I don't think that was garnered in legal manner, shall we say. See, this may actually look bad for the UK, but you've got to remember that their capital and government is safely secured in Ireland, which also literally has a population of 9,000. Okay, we've reached 1880, and it's kind of sad to say our country's in a state of normal Victoria 2 gameplay where it would be around 1860, maybe 50 if it's a really good game. Yeah, but the good news is a lot of people can read now, and it's going up quite a lot, and the industry has taken off. As for everyone else's industry, though, yep, no, not really, not at all. In fact, yeah. kind of terrible, but we are number one. Now, European colonization of Africa shall be kicking off, and we are actually going to partake a little bit here. So I'm going to go ahead and take out Sudan. Yeah, I obviously still have my little piece of Africa down here, which I did expand a bit because I didn't realize you could actually colonize a bunch of land from the start there. So, yep, that's on me, but my bad. And I'm also still rocking and rolling over here in Indonesia, and I'm making a good bit of progress, although the infamy cost was quite a lot. So we've got lucky a couple times, but yeah, we've got to take it very slowly here. Entered a period in Rome's history where I like to call it the turbulent socialist never-ending revolts. Yep, rolls off the tongue that easy. It seems no matter how many of them I shoot in the face, more just appear. But obviously, what would this playthrough be so far if there was any sort of stability for Rome? It seems like everything in all these games wants me to fail. A little update on our great power list. We got me at the top, Scandinavia, Greeks, the Kingdom of America, Hungary, Cuba, Orissa, and Ceylon. So 2 Indian great powers already. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the British this game, but they're doing so badly. I get the feeling it may have something to do with the island situation. But yeah, they just can't seem to get their foot in the right place. Same with the French, actually. Although they did go through many periods of just declaring war on me, so they kind of deserve it. Downside of teaching everyone to read and whatnot is that then they get these silly ideals that they go out into the street on and shoot me with. So, in order to avoid all of the unnecessary shooting, I have been liberalizing a little bit. I've landed voting and gerrymandering, and we also got rid of slavery and serfdom. So, are we really even Rome anymore? If you thought the Chagatai were being very quiet this game, probably for good reason, because they're falling apart. Okay, our first war of aggression on the continent in... Have we actually declared war on anyone in Europe? I don't know if we have. Most certainly had plenty of people declare on us, but this might be our first actual war of aggression, and it's to clean up the border gore with Croatia. I mean, it ain't exactly pretty, but it's getting better. Well, I built the Titanic, and I probably should have assumed, considering I am the Roman Empire, it was definitely going to sink. So that's 25 prestige lost somewhere around here. It's a very weird game. I won't lie, the Western powers are probably the weakest part here. Just look at our great powers right now. We got Rome, Scandinavia, Hungary, who has Britain in their sphere. We got ourselves the Greek Empire, Cuba, America, Orissa, and then India. India did form, by the way. And everyone's industries are starting to kick up now, so I'm going to try to leave it as long as I can, just so everyone's as powerful as they can be for Hoi 4. Yeah, only bad thing is I don't really think we'll be getting a Great War going. Not with these great powers, at least. It's going to be very hard for that to happen. The sad thing is the Chagatai just have not had the chance to actually get anything going. They've been getting completely beaten to the ground, and they've actually come to uncivilized now, or people just chip away at them. Not exactly going to be what I would call a Great War, but I'm going to war to see if I can just kick them out of that stupid Irish capital they've got. I was justifying on the UK to see what would happen if I liberated them from that stupid capital, and all that happens is I immediately get white pieced out, so I guess we're not doing that. But I got the war goal anyway, so may as well use it. Oh, and that brought in England, France, and Hungary. That is going to be our Great War. Now, sadly, it's not actually Great War, because they don't have another great power on their side. So yeah, we're just gonna pretend. It's kind of funny that their only great power on their side is one that was quite literally birthed from me. Once again, I am the most successful part of all of these nations. Although I guess in a way it is kind of fitting that our Great War is against myself. Now that's a truly Roman way to go about things. So they've actually managed to get an alliance with the Italians and called them in, and for the first time in a long time, Rome has actually been sieged down. I mean, it's not the first time it's been sieged down, but it's certainly left a mark on there, I think. Also managed to get ourselves a foothold in the UK with our Grand Navy, which we have finally got. Just don't look at it too in depth. Look at the cool dreadnoughts and battleships and ironclads and cruisers. Ironclads? No, there's none of those. The only problem is trying to actually see where I've sieged down in the UK, as we're pretty much the same colour. The horrible thing is I'm getting all these free war goals now to dismantle people, and I just, it's bringing something out of me that we haven't done in a while. I mean, after all, why shouldn't I burn all these false pretenders of Rome to the ground? And if my name was Roman, and I was a Roman, that's exactly what I would do. The mighty British capital of Rexford in Ireland with 8,000 people and fish will burn. That's one of them gone. And another one. And lastly, the Hungarians. Long live Rome! So this dismantling went a little weird. First off, Italy and Hungary, I don't think they even got dismantled. I guess they did have nothing to dismantle, looking at them. But the UK is split between three countries. You have England, what used to be Great Britain, but then the UK or Great Britain got released over in England. England is free in Ireland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, and a bit of Scotland. I've made it worse. Actually, I didn't make it too worse, though, because their capital is now at least on the right island. She looked away from the UK just a second ago, looked back, and, yeah. They're changing it up a bit. They're also currently just immediately getting sieged back down by the communists. I guess it's going to be a bit of a turbulent time for the Isles. Wouldn't be a good old Rome playthrough if Rome again wasn't getting sacked, this time by my arch nemesis of this playthrough, the militant socialist. Okay, Timothy's, I think we have reached the end of our Victoria 2 part. Now, there are a few wars still going on around, but we're not really going to worry too much about that. Yeah, because we kind of had our Great War there with France, the UK, and Hungary, which has left the UK under a dictatorship. France in a dictatorship. Italy in a dictatorship. Okay, what about you, Hungary? You're also in a dictatorship. Kinda got the feeling I may have a target on my back. Well, before I go ahead and convert this, I probably will let it run out just a little bit longer, just so everyone's industries are as high as they can for the conversion. Just so it's a bit more of a challenge, a bit more fun. But yeah, these are the final stands and how everyone did. As you can see, no one compares at all to me in the slightest, especially in the industry regard. But yeah, it's me, Greece, the two Indian states, which is actually kind of funny, Scandinavia, Cuba, America, and then the Netherlands. So I don't even know how this is going to play out in Hoi 4. I really do not know. Hey, but if you've been enjoying the mega campaign so far, make sure that you leave a like and a subscribe down below. And if you want to support the channel, you could also get the merch linked in the description. Who wouldn't want a poster? It's Pepe, look at him. Wow. But anyway, it's time to move on to our final game, Hearts of Iron 4.